Welcome back from the break, everybody. The Charge, they have found success today. Hex, they are going home with a 3-0 victory over the Valiant.
Yeah.
The Valiant's still struggling to find a solution.
They are definitely riding the struggle bus right now, but the Charge, I mean, one of their losses is to the brink against Vancouver. Like, let's not overlook this team. And their first loss actually against Chengdu also went to 5. Very close, and they played the Chengdu style. Like, they held their own with that kind of odd composition too. So they're a team to be reckoned with. The 3-0 here tells the story pretty much. It hasn't looked extraordinarily close in a lot of these situations, and we'll see. I want to see something, some signs of life out of Valiant. The body language has not been great.
No.
The play has not been great, but can you salvage a map? Can you salvage something? Because now it's not about winning the series. You know you're not winning the series, but you have to find something in you to turn around. You have to hate losing so much that you dig deep and you pull out a map win just to get it going.
Yeah, exactly. It's possible. I mean, everything is possible here. We'll see if the Valiant are capable. As Fate leads the Charge, they're not even going to change the rosters, Hex. It's just straight into it. 3-3. Big beef, goats, triple. 3 tanks, 3 supports.
Goats.
Big guy with the hammer.
Go all tanks and supports.
Guy on roller skates. Energized roller skates. I thought those things were like not cool anymore in like the 90s, dude. Like,
What, roller skates? I really wish they were, because I find them an extremely effective mode of transportation. But
yeah, except that you have to bring a pair of shoes with you afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
See, unless you're just gonna keep them on all day.
anyway, fight starts in as they jump down. Main tank gets very low as roller skating man did push him out of position. However, Guangzhou going to retreat here. Again, I've been so impressed with them. It seems like it's been a focal point of their coaching to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. They give up ground when they have to, and that was an issue I had with some of their earlier play, but so far it's been good today.
Fate doing a fantastic job working his way up to the Shatter at least. He's nearly got that online, whereas Rio having to play a bit more defensive, having to give ground, isn't quite able to swing that hammer as often.
All right, you've given enough ground now. Now Charge has to fight as they've just walked towards the checkpoint.
Well, there's great Shatter right into the back line. Shu already had the trance out though, so nobody's gonna die by the looks of it here for the Charge. And now it's going to be the trade. Happy goes for the grab. No follow-up on the Charge's side because they get grabbed as well.
Yeah, no follow-up on either side.
Yeah, it's just the trade back and forth now. But the Charge need to stay here. It's so close to the first point, this payload. If they back off for an instant, it's over.
A bit later rally from Kib, which makes them last a little bit longer. I don't think it's going to be quite negligible here. Rio gets very low. Healed right back up, though. Charge just playing this very patiently.
So they're looking good, Hex. This is it, right into the thick of things. Sound barrier's thrown in. Happy fully charged. He's just buzzing away.
He's fully charged, and he's still got personal barrier left if he ever gets caught out in a rough spot.
Hop up just with the random self-destruct. And they are just kind of dancing. Choke point now. Ult v ult. Who's keeping track of what? Sound barrier is non-existent for both sides. We will have the grab thrown in. Do we get the self-destruct combo over the top? We do, and there's the big kill.
That's the biggest of kills because Happy had Graviton of his own that they could have used to answer that one right back. Does not end up coming through. He did not have his personal barrier up to save him that time. And even though Shu gets agilities, this one should finally go the way of the Valiant as all the fighting took place right at the checkpoint.
Right at the checkpoint. It's bonkers. 3:45 on the clock now for the Valiant. They're trying to go ahead and see if they can find any staggers.
Yeah.
I mean, Happy's been sent packing once again.
The positive there is that all the fighting took place at the checkpoint because of how Valiant rolled out on first. Because they took the house away, you can't hold that corner. When you hold that corner and the opposing team has a Zarya up top, she's just going to blast you all day. We saw Ivy do it earlier and just sit up there uncontested the entire time. So it forces the team to back up. There's not a whole lot of other good places to back up until you get to that checkpoint choke.
Well, double rally going through here. No hesitation on either side for the Brigidas. They're going to just lead their team into the fight. Happy still with the grab, and there it is. Decides to use it now. Are they going to get a follow-up, though? Fate going for a Shatter just to make sure that they've got no answer. Kuki goes down, but there was an opportunity, perhaps a window there for the Charge to fall. Instead, it's going to be the Charge with the edge. Fully charged Happy. Now it's going to be the grab of their own. Happy just full chaos. You can't see a damn thing in there. And he's not going to see anything from 6 feet under either.
Cleaned up, sent back to spawn as they just swing right through there. Nice kills on key targets early on. Now the team kill comes in. We do have Chara and Shu with defensive ultimates up, support ultimates. Not really going to be a big thing to worry about, though, as I don't think the Valiant are going to try to super press the issue. The only thing that they have got going for them is maybe an Earth Shatter self-destruct. Self-destruct's just going to come in to open it up.
Yeah, self-destruct. Canceled out by the sound barrier and a good shield. And Cookie's going to pay with his life. Kib picks him out with the crowd control. Delayed rally on the part of Happy. Or not Happy. Kib. But,
yep. Shatter comes in over the side, and it's every time that they hear a rally, they just wait a little bit, then rally themselves. It's been going on all day. It's a small value that they get out of it. But I just think if you're Valiant, if you're going to rally, go. Just it's time to go fight. That's what the rally's supposed to do. And
you're right.
They refuse to do it. They rally and just continue playing how they were playing before the rally.
Well, that's something that we saw a lot on London, though, right? At King's Row, where it's just like the charge will back off if you go for the rally. Like, you want to go? Yeah, sure, we're going to let you go. Self-destruct over the top, no kills. Rio, however, just getting it done on Fate the hard way. Izayaki hanging on by a thread, hoping that Space stays alive to watch his back because the sound barrier has been used now, and they are looking to take this fight. Happy, once again, out of the fight here for the charge. And Trant's going to get used here as well.
Yeah.
This is big. Karif has still got his graph online.
This one's probably going to end poorly. They use it right into the wall to segregate the tank play. No kills there. Trying to get the Shatter knocked up, but the Shatter does finally fall onto the ground. They got to get to the cart and touch it. They have to contest this.
Yeah, they're looking like, I mean, Hoppa doing the best he can there, but it's not going to be for long.
Time to leave now.
And this is going to be it. 90 seconds added to the clock. We're up to 2.5 minutes here for the Valiants to push for a third point. The charge, at this point, just backing off, trying to keep it alive. Happy, whatever energy he's got now, he's trying to hold on to that, and it's looking like it will work out for him.
I think Happy's playing like this team's up 3-0. He has the most deaths in the server right now. He's playing a little too aggressive, and he's getting punished for it, but I mean, that's just human nature. It's 3-0, you've won it, like you're just playing a little bit looser, I guess would be a nice word to say.
Exactly it. It's exactly, we see it from New York Excel all the time. I mean, that is the thing. Going into the last map now, the charge. Well, they're starting to go for the flashy plays. Happy does find yet another grab, and it is going to be a big one. 2 kills, looking like a third as well. Agility's out. And the charge just going up on cleanup here. So, charge now. I mean, they have to hold for 90 seconds, and that is entirely possible in the third point.
Yeah, third point is brutal. I look at the long walk, and I think that the Charger are going to try to play as far forward as possible, perhaps even going so much as to hold the stairs. The issue with that is the team can go this direction, which they're going right now. That does set up for environmental kills, but it's a lot of interesting dynamics at play there. Into the drink, into the explosion, and the charge hold right outside the enemy's gates.
Like, you decide.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, because you're holding the stairway, right? So you can't just go down the main street. Then you can go to this side over here, but you're opening yourself up to environmentals. And then you send in the self-destruct to that side, too. Is where do you go?
To force them, exactly.
It's rock and a hard place.
And that just bought 40 seconds or so here for the defense on the charge. We're down to 50 seconds on the clock for the Valiant. Rallies again.
Shu gets another opening kill on a support. It has been monstrous performance all day, killing these supports and killing them first.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Shu has looked so good so far. 4 final blows to his name right now, and all of them have been money. Rio just going for the dance now. 30 seconds on the clock for the Valiant. Valiant still hoping, still battling in. There's the grab, goes through. Rio thinking about it, just gonna swing his hammer. He doesn't care. And now we're gonna get the counter grab through. Rio, however, should have perhaps kept the shield up. Space gonna get deleted by Hoppa. And Kib as well. So actually some progress should be made here by the Valiant.
Should get it up the ramp at least, but this is still a push. We're gonna be in overtime. One more defensive fight will serve the end of the offensive push here. Can't get off the cart. And the longer overtime goes on, the quicker it burns.
Exactly. Going in, going in. And they are somewhat split up here, charge, but this should be fine. They're going to get to exactly rally up behind that Ryan shield. Doing their thing, sticking together. And now, well, Valiant, you can't afford to make a single mistake. You have to go for the win. Has to be brutal. There's the boost, getting in. Rio looking for the shatter, just chucks it out there. Connects with one. Agilities dies at the hands of the charge, and it is going to be a follow-up as well. With the boom.
Into the back line. Meanwhile, Shu kills another support. And this one is all over for the Valiant offense.
Yeah, balling out. So, right before, though, despite it all, they do manage to get it nearly to the third point. So, solid work there on the Valiant side.
It's a pretty good push. A very even map with 21 kills to 20 in favor of the Valiant.
Yeah, Charge, I mean, you can see the difference right now in temperament on both sides. Charge, they know they've done their work today. They're feeling good. Things are working out.
Yeah, I just think it's amazing what Shu's doing to these opposing supports. As I mentioned, Izayaki came into the game as the lowest first death in team fights of all Zenyatas in the league. Doesn't die first, great positioning, and somehow Shu has found him several times to open up fights, which just doesn't happen.
He's got, what, 13% more weapon accuracy as well than his counterpart Izayaki on the other side.
And Izayaki's a really, really good Zen.
So, I mean, right now, he is definitely doing work. He's just getting the Discord value, 4,000 nearly additional damage getting thrown in there compared to the 2.5 for Izayaki. Like, right now, Shu is looking really good. It's a tough call, man. Shu or Hotba, Shu or Hotba.
Well, you know,
I mean,
they're both very good.
They're both
It's been a tale of two halves, really.
Yeah, first half, it was the Hotba show for sure.
What? We're not going to go to a second half of Rialto. Either the charge will push it further, or they won't. But this map 4 ends on this side. Of course, already up 3-0 at the charge. The Valiant trying to play for pride.
Damage boosted Widow at the beginning, please. Just do it.
Just why not? I mean,
why not?
It's Happy. He might get you 3.
Oh, guys.
Just let Happy play it a little bit. Just a little bit. It would make me happy.
A little Widow?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good target. There it is.
Another first death for Izayaki. Again, it just does not happen.
Oh, that's as good as it gets.
Oh, Happy.
Yeah, you see, now Happy's got to be feeling it, right? He's just like,
dude, I'm feeling it.
I'll go and play Zarya.
I've been hyping him up since preseason day 0, so I'm happy. Ah, it's so good. All right, but the Zarya is where the meta forces Happy to play, which is just fine, but a great opening kill there. Despite all that, the Valiant are able to hold this first corner so far because of the charge taking the ground line rather than going through the house.
Yes, when we'll have, oh, nice air control there, actually. Managing to deny Fate getting in too deep. That's, so far, the charge, they are looking pretty good. Space on that high ground. Happy doing a good job of getting that energy up. Definitely looking for the punish here. He is just going to be wrecking. He needs to survive, though, and his bubble just not on cooldown.
He gets back to his healers, though. Done a great job of managing the health pools of their tanks and, more importantly, their support brethren. Now they will rotate through the house. You're going to have Happy with high charge on the high ground here, as long as they can deny the Diva scoop, which is one of the best ways to get people off the high ground.
Exactly. Exactly right. It is possible. Space is thinking about it. We are going to have the leap up as well from Fate. And the trance used by Shu. He's just feeling like he's got to get in here and keep his team alive.
Yeah, he got really low. They're trying to chase some people in the back line, but it ends up being Chara, who's not able to rotate quickly enough with his team, goes down first.
Yeah, a small room with a primal Winston. That is not a fun place. And Fate even finding that kill. So Rio. And this is charge just sent back home. 2 minutes on the clock, despite the strong start. They got a little bit of work ahead of them here, but Shu's already up to 35% on the trance, and now we're gonna get all the ults online here for the charge.
Yeah, they've got everything they want to work with here, except that they don't have Transcendence.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously the Valiant know that. They just saw it used in the corner, so a Graviton should be a free win here with no Transcendence. You hit Sound Barrier, but Transcendence is usually better.
Yeah, exactly. Instant, just mad heals. Oh, we used Kip. I mean, I was wondering if Kip was going to hold on to it as well. Or you just kill Kareev. You know, that's fine. Just kill Kareev as well. That helps.
Yeah, that means no threat of Graviton.
Let's spend 30 seconds talking about the threat of Grav, and then, you know, the guy who's responsible for it just dies.
Happy went down, so that's a reset on his energy. A small loss there. Also means that Chara has to go and pick him up from spawn. He says, I got you, Zarya. Speed boost. Right back to the point.
Bringing him back. Not going to miss out on an instant of the action. Valiant need to now have the same performance here as the charge. And, well, I mean, we're down to a minute on the clock here for the charge. It's on the Valiant. They've got the ults. Both teams rocking 5 out of 6.
Well, but now Transcendence is available to counter the grab, which it wasn't available last week.
Yeah. He's trying to bait it out. Happy just goes running in. He's like, let's go, boys. Are we going to get the combos? Shatters are through. Just now it's the ult fiesta. And who's going to come out on top? It is Space. Quad for him.
Yeah, I believe I heard that shield crack right before the self-destruct came down. It's one way to do it, just pumping as much damage as humanly possible into it. In the very early days of Overwatch, that was comboed with a Deadeye. The Deadeye would set it up and you just sit really far back, then everyone just fires as much as they can into the shields. Get yourself a nice 6K. Well, there's the music. That means that Guangzhou Charge are on their last leg to try to 4-0 the series. Valiant trying to take some sort of small victory out of this one.
They're gonna get it.
They've not been swept yet this year.
No, they're able to hold on. But it is gonna be sound barriers on both sides. Shatter thrown in by Fate. He's dropping dangerously low. Agilities, because of that, is gonna get focused himself. And now, Charge need to keep a presence on the payload. But nobody gave up any kills yet on the Valiant side. That's solid. Contest at the last moment. Now it's going to be Happy to kick things off with the kill on Agilities. We're going to get a DMEC on space, and they're going to fall apart at the very end. The Valiant unable to hold, and that's 2.5 more minutes of pain and suffering that they must endure.
Yuki does put Shu into the drink, but not really going to matter as the respawn point changes anyway. And he's already got Chara waiting there, back there for him. He's going to get everybody into the fray. I mean, if you're Valiant, you lose this map. Like, do you just dissolve as a franchise? Just pack it up? Feel like I don't know what else to do? My goodness, how demoralizing that would be.
It would be painful, especially considering their performance last year. I mean, a solid competitive team.
Oh, they were great last year.
Now we're going to go into the thick of things here. This is just all-out bloody warfare, and Valiant right now are wondering, well, why couldn't we do that last team fight?
That one just gets sent right back into the water yet again. Omnics and water do not mix. Well, that's not true. I mean, there's like people cleaning robots.
Hey, the cost of, yeah, there are cool things. I mean, the cost of oil, right? The joints getting all rusted up.
That's true.
Got to buff the rust out. It's just maintenance, Hex.
All right, next push coming in as we are below 90 seconds. Ultimates online. Important ultimates for the Charge online, of course. Graviton, Self-Destruct, Earth Shatter.
It's the big three. The 1, 2, 3, yeah, out.
I like this positioning here. Just trying to take the high ground by being on the high ground. Hoppa is on cart pushing duty, but they're just going to face it up here. Rather than trying to shoot up at the Zarya, it doesn't really work. And just by their mere presence, it forces them kind of halfway down the stairs.
Well, over the top they go, straight up, knocking them off the high ground. I like it. Self-destruct over the top. The shatter was blocked, and they did manage to hide. But they've used the trance early, and now Happy's just going to take advantage of that. Grav goes through, and there's nothing here to mitigate Valiant. Despite the rally, it's not going to be good enough. 2 big kills coming through. Fate needs to get out of it. Agility is so low. Everybody is low on the side of the Valiant.
Yeah, gonna get fully cleaned up here. Checkpoint will be reached as Shu continues to add to his impressive stat lines. All that damage he did will put his Transcendence back on the ready. They've also got Rally. Rally's been so good for them. I'd like to get with our stats team after this and see how many team fights did they win off of rallies, because it feels like every time Kib hits Q, they're winning that fight.
Is today just the day of Zenyatta's? I mean, it's really starting to feel like it.
Well, I mean, every day is a Zenyatta day if you ask Doa. Graviton
Yeah.
comes in, Transcendence saves this whole team.
They're moving their way through. Kareem will start it off, though. Chara, once again, the one to get caught out of position. He will get punished, and Kareem beamed up. You can see just how quickly he melts him.
Yeah, Valiant in a great position now. They forced them all the way back to spawn.
He's got a really, I mean, does he have like really high mouse sensitivity?
I don't know, but please switch.
Yeah, we don't need to see that.
We need to put up a warning for the viewers at home for that. Probably just caused a medical issue somewhere.
I thought that was every ult as well.
Yeah, well,
every team fight.
The disco ultimates.
Yes. Boom! No, no kills. In fact, there's going to be 2 kills for the Valiant.
I need to get back to spawn. Lucio trying to get there. Jet Set Radio Future helps him back. Those are the skills you need. Guangzhou Charge with one last attempt to finish out Rialto here, and they got to push it a long way.
Yeah, they're going to have to play it perfect. Just like the Valiant in overtime. Made some decent progress. Didn't pick up the 3rd point, but still. Going to have to be the same, and well, they've got to make the same terrible decision here. The Charge, are they going to be able to get their way through? Thread this needle, it's looking like it. Happy knocked off the side by Cookie, and that's exactly what you try to avoid here.
I would have just launched in the Graviton because I'm a bot, but Happy a little bit smarter to save it for the next fight.
I thought you were going to go with, I'm a boss, but I was like, yeah, fair enough. Going to be the grabs, though, over the top. Chara, once again, the one to go boom. Shatters all over the place, and it's just, let's just take the ult right out here.
We've got the back cap going on, though. Hoppa's been all the way in the back. He's touching the cart. I mean, they have to know it now, right? The map hasn't ended, so they're going to go clean him up. Char is coming in on the hamster, trying to dissuade them from doing so, but they will clean up the back gap. That was a big ask for Hotba. Wasn't going to happen.
That was a bit rough, and it will be the Valiant at the end, saving their honor. They'll pick up one map win, but the Guangzhou Charge, they will be the ones to pick up this series.
I mean, they have not been swept yet. That's all you can really say about the Valiant, but we've said enough about the Valiant. Let's talk about the Charge, really putting their stamp on this one. I thought the gameplay issues they had earlier in the year that may have cost them a couple things were shored up a little bit here, but let's think about it. They went to 5 against Chengdu in a crazy match. Their first game on stage, right? They lost that one. That's one loss. They lost to the Titans in stage 3 on a map 5 against the Titans, and it took a miracle self-destruct for the Titans to pull it off. In a time where 7 matches, you have to start looking at losses to gauge a team. Those are quality losses, and these are quality wins. So the Charge have put a pretty good debut for their inaugural stage.
Yeah, they're a threat to the top. They're firmly in the middle, like high middle of the pack. But guys, we're gonna go ahead, hand it over for an interview now down on the floor.
Thank you very much, casters. What is up, everybody? Give it up for Happy and Guangzhou Charge Blizzard Arena. Congratulations. Now with today's win, you guys are up 3-2, and your path to playoffs seems very, very likely, but you do have 2 more difficult matches, LA Gladiators and the Vancouver Titans. How confident are you that you guys can make it into the stage playoffs? 자, 이제 남은 경기 오늘의 승리로 3승 2패입니다. 이제 2경기가 남았는데요. 글래디와 밴쿠버 타이튼즈죠. 네, 얼마나 스테이지 플레이오프 때까지 갈 수 있다고 확신하십니까?
글래디랑은 아직 경기 해본 적이 없어서 모르겠는데 밴쿠버는 확실히 한번 해봤으니까 꼭 이기려고 생각하고 있어요. 글래디는 잘 모르겠습니다.
I can't say too much about Gladiators because we haven't really played against them, but we did play with the Titans, and we will try our best to win them. And I actually don't know about Gladiators, that he repeated that. Alrighty, well, good luck. And one more question, Happy. Your name is Happy, and it seems like you're always pretty much happy and you're smiling a lot. Are you like the person that brightens up the mood when the team's feeling down? And if so, how do you do it? 자, 이제 이름이 또 해피 선수인데 또 어떻게 제가 보니까 좀 굉장히 많이 웃는 모습을 보여주고 있는 것 같아요, 무대 위에서. 좀 이렇게 팀에서 좀 분위기 메이커이신가요? 그리고 또 맞다면 어떻게 좀 분위기를 살리시는지.
딱히 그렇진 않고요. 닉네임만 해피고요. 그냥 웃음이 많아서 그렇게 봐주시는 것 같아요. 딱히 분위기 메이커는 아닙니다.
I'm not really the one that brightens up the mood, but my nickname is Happy, and I think I'm just trying to be really happy and be a happy person. Alrighty, well, that's so cute. Everyone, give it up for Happy one more time. Thank you so much. Congratulations. That's it for me. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Danny. I mean, it's cute, but what is also cuter? Where am I going with this? Charge are now 5th. Like, I mean, that's a cute standing right there.
You nailed it, Summer.
Oh, buddy.
That was great. Like I said, their 2 losses could have gone either way. We could be talking about this team as nearly undefeated, but they've made a big jump. And this is the time when you start getting into match 5 and like 4, 5, and 6 that you really start pushing towards playoffs. And you gotta look at it. There's one red tag on the screen. Unfortunately for your stage 1 playoffs, the Los Angeles Valiant have been eliminated.
They will not be able to make it. And so, a lot of work ahead of them. A lot of work ahead of them on the Valiant side. They have to figure out a solution. They do have players on the bench. They have excellent management. I mean, something's got to change, clearly. You can't start a season like this.
Something's got to give. You've got players on the bench. You've got all sorts of stuff. You can make trades. You can buy players, sell players. I don't know. Something's got to change.
Yeah. So, let's go ahead and take a look at our player of the match. Brought to you by Omen by HP. It is none other than Zenyatta.
Shoo Sharu. He put it on. Look, we wanted to give it to Hotba, and I think it's like Hotba's our player of the first half. Shu's our player of the second half.
Yes.
Shu was great all game. He's getting these opening kills. This entry kill is a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill. You'll take it either way. And to put Izayaki in position to die first so many times was really impressive. We didn't even get to see his great Ana play, which he still has in his pocket.
That's the thing. Cookie as well fell at his hands so many times. 36 final blows at the end of it. And really just a healthy balance all across the board, really bringing it in. So
that's what Zen's all about.
Yeah,
balance,
exactly
as all things should be.
Yeah, indeed. So I'm glad we're starting to see some Zens, get into the spotlight. It's not all about Jonak. We had Echo earlier. Now we have Shu.
Yeah, I think Jonak has been responsible for all these players wanting to play Zenyatta and being that great. Speaking of Jonak, we're going to get to see him play in our next match.
Coming up next, guys, it is going to be the Seoul Dynasty versus the New York Excel. And yes, we will get to see more of Jonak, and that's always a good thing in my book. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be getting into the action.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by T-Mobile. High ground or low ground, T-Mobile has you covered.